Welcome to Rissaroxa and Design by Geeks. Today we're going to be making this in the hoop tooth pocket. You can put a lost tooth inside, turns out really cute and stitches up very quickly. For this design, use fabric that won't fray, such as felt, leather, or vinyl. I'll be using white vinyl for this design. Hoop your stabilizer. You'll want to use tearaway or water-soluble stabilizer for this project. Start by stitching step 1 onto your stabilizer. This is your placement stitch that's going to show you where you need to put your fabric for the front of the pocket. Next, you're going to place your fabric face up on top of the placement stitches. Make sure that your fabric is a little bit larger than the placement stitches. If you like, you can use a little bit of adhesive to keep the fabric in place. I am using a sticky stabilizer, which is really great for this project. Next, you're going to stitch the tack down and all of the design detail steps. Stop before stitching the very last step of the design. The next step is going to be your tack down, which is going to hold your fabric in place. After the tack down, it's going to stitch an outline around the entire tooth. After the tooth outline is when the face will stitch. This is a separate color stop, so if you don't wish to make a face, you can simply skip this color step. Just remember, stop before it stitches the last color step. If you want to include personalization, add that after stitching the face. Take your hoop off of your machine, but don't remove the design from the hoop. If you like, you can trim your jump stitches now, or you can save that for the end. Flip over your hoop, and on the underside of the hoop, you're going to place another piece of fabric with the pretty side facing out. This is the back of your pocket. Make sure that your back fabric is as large as the front, and then you can use tape or pins or another temporary adhesive to hold that down while stitching the last step. Place the hoop back on your machine and stitch the final step of the design. The final step of the design will stitch down the pocket. It will stitch around most of the design, but will leave the top open. Remove the design from the hoop, then remove the stabilizer. After removing the stabilizer, trim around the design around the outer stitch edge. Trim about 1/16 to 1/8 of an inch all the way around. When using scissors, it's sometimes easier to turn the design rather than turning your scissors. I'll usually trim loosely around the bottom first before going in and trimming closer to the root. And here you have the finished pocket. Thanks so much for joining me today. We'll see you next time. We hope you liked this video. Please comment, like, and subscribe.